Welcome to my YouTube today, and I'm speaking from the United Kingdom, where because of the coronavirus, most of us have been isolated. But thankfully, by the grace of God, things are beginning to turn. Things are beginning to get back to normality, slowly but sure. Things will be happening. But my YouTube really today is really addressed to my talk today is really addressed to the country Zambia that I love mostly. And I'm sure there's been a lot of talks about what has been happening in Zambia with the admission of the government, who's speaking, especially our president, speaking about the corruption that is endemic in our country. And I could say, yeah, the president accepted and really agreed to what most Zambians have been crying for many, many years, that corruption has been the greatest enemy of Zambia. And those who have come in Zambia have just taken advantage of something that has already been happening for a while. And I know we have a saying in Africa that you've got a lot of groundnuts in your hands, and these groundnuts, if they're all good, and if one groundnut, you throw them in your mouth and you start to eat. And if you take one groundnut that is rotten, everything that you have eaten, no matter how good it was, you want to spit it out. And that's how it is. So as much as we know that there's corruption, the president has admitted the corruption that is there. Yes, he's a leader, he's supposed to deal with that. I know that in Zambia, people are pretty, really good. Zambian people are really, really good. They're very kind, they are very welcoming, and they're very, very respectful of other people. That's how Zambians are. But for some reason, we have these decades of goodness that Zambians have endured with patience and long suffering for a long, long time, nearly 56 years. And they've been waiting on political parties to bring about change, lift them out of their poverty, lift them out of their sickness by providing good health sector, lift them out of joblessness, giving them jobs, lift them out of lack of proper education, lawlessness. But what has happened in Zambia? Political partyism is the greatest problem that we have. As much as we talk about corruption, corruption is the virus that I can believe, as since I grew up in Zambia, it's a virus that cuts across every sector, every fiber of our country is infected with this coronavirus of corruption. There is no sector in Zambia, I would say very little sector that you go to where corruption is not there. If you go to the city council, you want to take a little paper or just a little print, instead of paying 200 kwacha, you pay 3,000 kwacha, because someone will not even photocopy it. They will just put it on the shelf. They'll not do it. They will keep that in procrastinating. Something that can be done in few seconds has to take few days because somebody wants to be corrupted. When you go to even in the law enforcement, the police, it's like every aspect of everyone in Zambia wants to be big. They want to be rich. Everyone wants to be rich. And because of that desire, strong desire to become rich at the expense and on the heads of other people, it has caused a lot of corruption to destroy our country as it is today. And as much as we know, everybody knows that political parties in Zambia don't change. Yes, I can agree that President Levi Mwanawasa tried his best to do it, but unfortunately we lost him. President Michael Sata tried to tackle that, but unfortunately, like any other human being, he couldn't do it by himself. And now we have this government which has come in, which has not really helped the Zambians at all. And what it is, in Zambia, political parties kalilo. We say the political party is kalilo, means being in politics is a means of getting rich, becoming big. And when you are big, you have a big tummy. You are sort of, you get that respect. Because we love Zambia, we love respect at the expense of other people. And that's how it is. So you find that it becomes, because we love that we love that, especially men, they love that, because we speak at the expense of the poor. And that is the kind of respect that we love to have in Zambia. And what happens, we will do everything possible to become rich, and so that we become we become big at the expense of other people. And exploit the resources that is supposed to be for the benefit of every child, of every woman, of every person who is known, who is born and brought up in Zambia, is because of this kind of corruption that we have. So hence the desire to be in politics, because everybody, that's why we see that many times when a political party is moved out of power, another politician just jump from one politics to another politics to another, because they have the money. So they just jump because they know it's a means of getting rich at the expense of the poor in our rural areas. Look at development in Zambia. It's not, there's no equality in Zambia at all, because political parties, they're destructive. They are destructive. They have no desire. They have no love for the country. You can see this is the corruption that we are seeing today. It's just the top of the iceberg. I know, man. That's why